The Black Hills shimmered, sacred to the Lakota Sioux. But gold had a different kind of sacred. It called out to men, whispered promises of fortune. The year was 1874. The Black Hills, promised to the Sioux in a treaty, were overrun. Prospectors flooded the land. They were a tide of greed, washing over ancient grounds. A town rose from the dust and the dreams. Deadwood. Deadwood was a rough place. It was a place where civilization was left behind. The air hung heavy with the scent of pine and sweat and danger. The Sioux, their land invaded, watched with growing anger, but the gold fever burned hotter. Men toiled day and night, driven by the glint in their eyes. They were blind to the storm brewing. The earth yielded its treasure, and with each nugget Deadwood grew. It grew into a haven for the desperate and the bold, a tinderbox waiting to ignite. Deadwood was a town without law. It was a place where a man's life was worth the weight of his gold pouch. Saloons sprang up like poisonous mushrooms. They lined the muddy streets, their doors swinging open to a symphony of sin. Whiskey flowed freely, fueling brawls and bad decisions. Gambling dens swallowed men whole, cards were dealt, fortunes won and lost. The clinking of coins was the soundtrack to ruin. Prostitutes, painted and desperate, plied their trade openly. Their laughter was a siren's call, drawing men to their doom. Gunfire echoed through the streets. Disputes settled with the pull of a trigger. Life was cheap in Deadwood. Death was a constant companion. In the heart of this chaos, legends were forged. Men and women, larger than life, carved their names into the town's bloody history. They lived fast, loved hard, and died young. Wild Bill Hickok, the name alone carried weight. A legend in life, he sought peace in the chaos of Deadwood. His piercing blue eyes saw through the facades of men. His reputation as a deadly shot preceded him. But even Wild Bill couldn't outrun fate. He sat in a poker game, his back to the door. A fatal mistake in a town like Deadwood. Jack McCall, a coward with a grudge, shot him in the back of the head. The hand Hickok held, aces and eights, would forever be known as the dead man's hand. Calamity Jane, a woman as tough as the hills themselves. She rode astride, drank whiskey with the men, and feared no one. Her heart, as wild as the land, found a kindred spirit in Wild Bill. Their bond, a mix of admiration and affection, became the stuff of legend. Section 4. Calamity's Shadow, a woman of grit and grace. Calamity Jane, her real name Martha Jane Cannery, was a study in contradictions. She was as comfortable in a saloon brawl as she was tending to the sick. She was a skilled horsewoman, a crack shot, and a notorious storyteller. Her tales, often embellished, painted a vivid picture of life on the frontier. She was a fixture in Deadwood, her boisterous laugh and sharp tongue known to all. Her love for Wild Bill was a tragic tale. She claimed to have been married to him, a claim disputed by historians. But the truth, like much of Calamity's life, remained shrouded in mystery. After Wild Bill's death, Calamity drifted from town to town, haunted by her past. She died in 1903, her legend secured. She was a symbol of the West, a woman who lived life on her own terms, defying convention and carving her own path. Section 5. The Gem Saloon. Al Swearengen's Empire of Vice. Al Swearengen, a shrewd businessman with a heart as black as the gold that fueled his empire. He owned the Gem Theater, a den of iniquity that catered to every vice. His one good eye missed nothing, and his grip on Deadwood tightened with each passing day. Swearengen understood the language of power. He bribed officials, exploited the weak, and eliminated his enemies. His saloon was the heart of Deadwood, a place where fortunes were made and lost, and where the line between right and wrong blurred with every pour of whiskey. He was a manipulator, a survivor, a testament to the dark side of the American dream. He profited from the chaos, his wealth growing alongside Deadwood's infamy. But even empires built on sin are not immune to the flames of fate.